Hi guys, today we're going to talk about properties of addition and multiplication, and Luna the Math Cat's going to help us out with this today. So, let's talk about expressions. So expressions with the same value like 12 plus 7 and 7 plus 12 are called equivalent expressions, okay? And you can use the commutative property or the associative property to write equivalent expressions. So remember, the commutative property says that a plus b is equal to b plus a. So 3 plus 2 is the same as 2 plus 3. Okay, and then also you can do it with multiplication. A times b equals b times a. So just like 3 times 2 is 6, 2 times 3 is 6. So it works out. Okay, the associative property. So the associative property, associate means to be with somebody, okay? So here we have B is with C, and here we have B is with A. So A plus B plus C, so if I do the B plus C first and then I add that to A, that's the same as adding A plus B together and then adding the C. And that also works with multiplication. Okay, so pretty simple properties, you might have seen those before. Okay, so let's simplify the expression 7 plus 12 plus x. Okay, so it's all addition here. So you can add in any order that you want. And so what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to combine our like terms here. So I could basically change this to 7 plus 12 plus x like this. So that's just 19 plus x. And I can't simplify it anymore, so that's the answer. Okay, on this one here, so 6.1 plus x plus 8.4, I can actually change this around. I can add in any order that I want. I'm going to make this x plus 6.1 plus 8.4 like this. Okay, and so this ends up being x plus 14.5. And then for the subtract or the multiplication one, 5 times 11x, well, that's the same thing as 5 times 11. Oops, not times x, times y. Okay, so this would be 55y. Okay. So here's a couple for you to do. Go ahead and pause the video here, do these two problems, and then jump back on and check your answers. Okay, so 10 plus a plus 9 would be the same thing as 10 plus 9 plus a. So this is just going to be 19 plus a. That one's super simple. This one here, c plus 2/3 plus 1/2. I'm going to change this to c plus 2/3 plus 1/2 like this. Okay, we're going to get a common denominator here. So that's going to be 6. So this would be 4/6 plus 3/6. So this is just c plus 7/6. And you're done. Well, we really don't need that, do we? Okay, so hopefully you got both of those. All right, the additive identity. The additive identity is a number that you can add to another number and it doesn't change the original number's value. Can you guess what this number is? Take a second, think about it. What number can you add to another number and not change the value? If you guessed 0, you guessed it correctly. That is the additive identity, is 0. Now, the multiplicative identity is a number you can multiply by another number and not change the value of the original number. Can you guess that one? Take a second. See if you can figure it out. Okay, if you guessed 1, you guessed correctly, because 1 times any number is just that number. Okay, the number, the Annihilator. There's a special number called the Annihilator. It's a number you can multiply any number by to make it 0. Think about that for a second. What number would that be? Okay, if you guessed 0, you guessed correctly. 0 is called the Annihilator because no matter how big the other number is, it could be billions or trillions. And you multiply it by 0, and you get 0. Okay, so simplify these expressions. I'll give you a second to do these on your own. I bet you can already do these. 9 times 0 times p, what would that be? And 4.5 times y times 1. So go ahead and pause the video, do those real quick, and then jump back on and make sure you got it right. Okay, so this one here, 9 times 0 is just going to be 0, and 0 times p is going to be 0, so that whole thing is just 0. Anytime you multiply by 0, you get nothing. Okay, here, if I take 1 times y, that's just y, and y times 4.5 is just going to be 4.5y. So that's what you should have got for those two answers. You and a friend play on a basketball team. The sponsor paid $100 for the league fee, X dollars for each player's t-shirt, and $68.25 for trophies. Write an expression for the total amount that the sponsor paid. Okay, so the sponsor paid $100, plus they bought 6 uniforms for X dollars a piece, because you got, you and 6 friends, so there's 7. So you paid 7 times X for the t-shirts, and then paid $68.25 for the trophies. So if we combine our like terms, this becomes 7x plus $168.25. There's your expression. So if you knew the price of the jerseys, you could just plug that in here for X, and you'd know exactly how much the sponsor paid. Okay, so here's your assignment. We're going to do 1 through 37 odd in class next time, and I look forward to seeing you in class.